Good evening, students. Welcome to the day 2 of algebra revision lectures. So today we are going to study about the linear equation, the next part. I hope you all have seen my day 1 video. If you have not seen it, please go on the YouTube channel of Mahesh Tutorial Western Zone, watch it, and then come back to this video. Okay, so let's get started, students. So yesterday we completed basics of linear equations, and we also started with word problem, wherein we covered one question of your word problem. So today the major topic or the major concept that we are going to study is word problems only. Okay, and today I will be teaching you how to form the equations, the two equations. Fine, and rest solving part is quite easy, that you can do it on your own. So let's get started. So this is the first question for the day, students. The question says two types of boxes A, comma B are to be placed in a truck having capacity of 10 tons. When 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded in the truck, it weighs 10 tons. But when 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck, it can still accommodate 40 boxes of type B so that it is fully loaded. Find the weight of each type of box. Now, students, many a times what happens is whenever we read word problem, the questions, it goes bouncer. We don't understand the question, right? It's okay. It's absolutely normal, students. What is the first step, students? You have to read to find wala part carefully. Okay, and this question can be asked in your exam for 4 marks, so it's a crucial sum, students. It's in the Robomed also. It's a module number 59 if you want to refer on the Robomed. By the way, Mahesh Tutorials is giving Robomed free of cost for standard 8th, 9th and 10th standard. So you can just WhatsApp. There will be a number. You can just visit our page also on social media, Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe. It's for free of cost, and make use of it, make best use of it, right? So let's start. So the weight of, find the weight of each type of boxes. So whatever you have to find, you have to assume that now they are talking about two boxes, right? Which are those two boxes? Box A and box A, box A and box B, right? So what we will say, we will say let the weight of box A be x kg. Okay, and let the weight of box B be y kg. Fine. Now a truck is having a capacity of 10 tons. It's in the question. Now students, what do you mean by ton? One ton means 1000 kg. Okay, one ton means 1000 kg. So 10 tons will be 10 into 1000. Simple. Now let us understand this question, students. So 10 tons, which is nothing but 10 into 1000, which is nothing but 10,000 kgs. Fine. So this is the total capacity of the truck. Now you don't have to make this table in your exam, students. This is just for an understanding purpose. Okay. Let us see. Now let us say a weight of first box and a number of boxes. So let us say type A ka box, uska weight we have assumed it at x, and type B second wala box I have assumed it as y. Now students, let's say this is a mobile. Okay, if the weight of this one mobile is, let's say, 100 grams, and I have one more mobile of same type, same exact same weight, so what should be the weight? 100 grams का एक मोबाइल है, अगर मेरे पास दो मोबाइल है तो क्या वेट हो जाएगा? 200 grams, right? Means 100 into 2 किया. If I have 4 mobiles means 400 कैसे आया? 100 grams into 4. Similarly, if I have one box जिसका weight x kg है, तो अगर मेरे पास 150 boxes है, then what should be the weight, students? Total weight of type A का box का क्या होगा? We have to multiply, right? That is nothing but 150x. Similarly, type B के box में क्या करना होगा? We have to multiply, है ना? 100 into y, which is nothing but 100y. So type A ka total weight I know, it is 150x, and type B ka total weight I also know, which is 100y. And what is the given part? It weighs total 10 tons. if I accommodate both the type of boxes in the truck, the total weight is going to be 10 tons, which is nothing but 10,000. Means can I say this is going to be my equation? Type A ka weight plus type B ka weight is equal to total weight, which is given, which is 10 tons, which is your 10,000. So this is your first equation. Now you can further reduce this equation by dividing throughout by 50. So let's divide it. 50. So 150x divided by 50 is 3x. 100y divided by 50 is 2y, and 1000 divided by 50 is 200. Now this is a reduced equation. We can name it as equation number 1. Now second equation. Let's move on to the second thing. So I have 260 boxes of type A. Type A का weight we have assumed x, that is okay constant. Now 260 boxes है, तो what is the total weight? एक बॉक्स का x weight है, तो 260 बॉक्स का कितना होगा? We have to multiply, right? So 260 into x. Okay, so 260x, and type B का 40 है and y है उसका weight, तो 40 into y is 40y. So again I have total weight. What is the question saying? So that it is fully loaded, students. What do you mean by fully loaded? That truck is fully loaded if I load with this 260x and 40y. So I can say 260x plus 40y is nothing but 10,000. So this is my equation number 2. Let us further reduce this. You can divide throughout by 20. So 260 divided by 20 is 30x, plus 40y divided by 20 is 2y, and 1000 divided by 20 is 500. So this is your second equation. Once you get these two equations, students, further solving wala part is quite easy. Okay, I'll explain you first sum ka solving wala part. Next sum mein we will just form the equations and you can do it on your own. Okay, now in this sum, if you observe, x ka coefficient is different, but whereas y ka coefficient is same sign. So same sign subtract, triple S. I hope you all remember. Same sign to subtract. So we can subtract the two equations. Let us subtract. Subtracting 2 from 1. So the equation which we have written in the below side, the sign will be changed. So plus 13x will become minus 13x, plus 2y will become minus 2y, and the plus 500 will become minus 500. So 3x minus 13x. Okay, and plus 2y minus 2y is definitely going to get cancelled, and 3 minus 13 is nothing but minus 10x. 200 minus 500, it is minus 300. Now I want x ka value, so I'll shift minus 10 from left hand side to right hand side. So minus 300 upon minus 10, minus minus sign cancelled, 0 0 cancel, you get x ka value as 30. Now you have two options, students. Either you can substitute it in equation 1 or 2, x ka value, and to get y ka value. Which is the best equation? Which is the simplest equation? Whichever you feel, you can just substitute it over there. I am finding equation number 1 as simpler one, so I'll substitute it over there. So instead of x, I will write 30. 3 into 30 plus 2y. 3 into 30 is 90. Okay, 90 when you shift from left hand side to right hand side, it will get subtracted. So 200 minus 90 is nothing but 110. Now I just want the value of y, so I'll shift 2 from left hand side to right hand side. It will get divided. 110 divided by 2 is nothing but 55. So y is equals to 55 and x is equal to 30. But don't forget to write the final answer, students. The weight of type A box is 30 kgs and weight of type B box is 55 kgs. Write it in a beautiful box and get full marks. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone. Anybody has any sort of doubt, feel free to ask. Yeah, very easy question for 4 marks could be asked in your exam. Okay, I hope this is clear. All right, let's move ahead and take another question. This is a very important question, I would say. Many students ask me this question, in fact, before board exam as well. So please pay attention. Out of 1900 kilometer, Vishal traveled some distance by bus and some by aeroplane. Bus travels with average speed of 60 km per hour, and the average speed of aeroplane is 700 km per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. Find the distance Vishal traveled by bus. Now, in such questions, students, the most important thing is The assumption part, what we should assume, because this is a speed, time and distance wala question, right? Speed, time and distance, there are three quantities, okay? And linear equations in two variable, we can assume only two variables, na, x and y. So how do we go with this sum, or rather which formula to use? We should use speed ka formula, or we should use distance ka formula, or we should use time ka formula? How to decide this? I'll help you out in this, students. See, in such questions, out of these three quantities, first quantity they will ask, one of the quantity they will be asking. Like for example, in this case, they are asking us about distance. So whatever they are asking us, usually that quantity only we assume, right? So as assumption wala part mein distance will go. Then next, out of the rest of the two quantity, one of the quantity ka data will be given. If distance is given, like for example in this sum, speed they have given us, speed they have given us of aeroplane as well as of bus. So distance is not given, that is asked, that we have assumed. Speed is given. What is remaining, students? Time is remaining. So we have to make the equation in terms of time. Simple. Out of three things, one they will be asking, that we have to assume. Second, they will be giving us. Whatever third quantity is remaining, that is what the equation we have to make. All right, let's get started, students. Since they have asked us about the distance, so we will assume the distance. Let the distance traveled by bus be x kilometers. Now they have not asked the distance about aeroplane. But still, since it is equations in two variable chapter, we have to assume another distance, which is the distance of aeroplane. So we will say, let the distance traveled by aeroplane be y kilometer. Fine. Now, focus on this PPT that you can see on the screen. Let us say this is the bus and this is the total distance the individual is traveling. It is 1900 kilometer. So let us say the individual traveled some distance by bus, this much distance he traveled by bus, and rest of the distance, let us say he traveled by the aeroplane. Fine. So distance traveled by bus, students, we have assumed it as x. Yes. And distance traveled by aeroplane, we have already considered as y. Means, can I say, students, bus ka distance plus aeroplane ka distance is equals to 1900. Bus, in our sum, bus ka distance is x kilometer, and in our sum, aeroplane ka distance is y kilometer. Means, students, can I say the equation number one that is going to be formed is x plus y is equals to 1900? Yes or no, students? Okay. Now, next, so first equation is done. Second equation is quite crucial. Please pay attention over here. This table you don't have to draw in your exam. This is just for your reference purpose. So we'll write it over here: bus and aeroplane and distance. Now, as I told you, in this sum, distance was asked. So we assumed it. Speed is given and time is remaining. So we will be making the equation in terms of time. Fine. Let us start. So distance we have already assumed, bus ka it is x, aeroplane ka it is y. Speed they have given, bus ka speed it is 60 km per hour, aeroplane ka speed they have given 700 km per hour. Time is equal to distance upon speed. So in this case, bus ka time ka equation will be x upon 60, and aeroplane ka time ka it will be y plus 700. Fine. So bus ka time is x upon 60 and aeroplane ka y upon 700. Fine. And total time traveled by bus and aeroplane, if you see in the question itself, they have given us it is taking 5 hours. Means, can I say bus ka time plus aeroplane ka time is equals to 5 hours? Yes or no, students? So we can equate this and form our second equation. So this is your second equation. Is this clear to everyone, students? If anybody has any sort of doubt, feel free to ask. Second equation. Quite clear? Okay, all of you are typing quite clear. Fine. Let us move ahead. Now in this case, if you observe, denominator is not same. So we have to go for LCM first of all. 60 comma 700. So 230s are, 2 350s are, then 215s are, 175s are, 53s are, 535s are, 3 will keep as it is, and 5 7s are 35, 3 1s are, and 7 1s are. Now if you multiply the numbers which are available on this side, you will get the LCM. It is nothing but 2100. So next step is going to be multiplying throughout by 2100 so that your equation becomes easy for the calculation purpose. Let's do that. So 0 0 you can cut, and 6 1s are and 6 35s are. 0 0 you can cancel, 7 1s are, 7 3s are, 21. So on the left hand side you have 35x plus 3y is equal to 10500. Fine. Now these are your two equations, students. By using your equating the coefficient method, you can solve this. Rest of the part you can do it at your home. The main concern was how to form the two equations. I've already taught you. If anybody has any sort of doubt how to form the two equations, feel free to ask. Okay. So I think so far everything is clear. Nobody is asking any sort of doubt. So we'll move ahead. You can please copy these two equations. If you want, you can copy that table also that I have just mentioned. That was just for a reference. Please don't write it in your exam. Yeah, you can write this table also. Take your time. Okay. Yeah. So let's move ahead, students. Let's take another set of question. Okay. This is a very easy question again. This question looks a little bit lengthy, but one of the favorite questions of students. And many times it is asked in exams also. Kantabai bought 1.5 kg of tea and 5 kg sugar from a shop. She paid 50 as return fare for rickshaw. Total expense was 700. Then she realized that by ordering online, the goods can be bought with free home delivery at the same price. So next month she placed the order online for 2 kg tea and 7 kg sugar. She paid 880 rupees for that. Find the rate of tea and sugar per kg. Now, this question, when you read again for the first time, you may not understand. It's not an issue. Just read find wala part carefully. What they have asked us, rate of tea and sugar per kg. They have asked us two quantity. Chapter is linear equations in two variable. So assumption is quite easy now, right? So you'll say let the cost of 1 kg of tea be X and let the cost of sugar be Y. Okay. Now, let us see the first condition. Kantabai bought 1.5 kg of tea. Okay, 1.5 kg of tea. Sugar she has bought 5 kg plus 50 rupees. She has paid a fare of auto. So this is the total expense. Total expense what she has done, and what is the total amount she has paid? 700. Means can I say this three transactions what she has done is equals to 700? Now students, tell me, let us say if the cost of one water bottle is 10 rupees, what should be the cost of two water bottles? It has to be 10 into 2, which is 20 rupees. What should be the cost of four water bottles? 10 into 4, 40 rupees. So let us say if the cost of 1 kg of tea is X rupees, then what is the cost of 1.5 kg of tea? It has to be 1.5x. Simple. Similarly, if the cost of 1 kg of sugar is Y, then what should be the cost of 5 kg? It has to be 5 into Y, which is 5Y, right? So let's write that 1.5x plus 5y is plus 50 will keep as it is because it's a number. Now, students, if you observe, this is a mixed fraction. 1.5 is a mixed fraction. So how to convert a mixed fraction into proper fraction? Just look at the rough work that I am doing. 1 into 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 upon 2, 2 ones are 2. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3, so 3 by 2. So 3 by 2x plus 5y, 50 you shift from left to right, it will become minus, so 700 minus 50, which is nothing but 650. Now 2 is there in the denominator, I don't want denominator, so what I will do, I will multiply throughout by 2, just to eliminate 2 from the denominator. So it will become 3x plus 5 2s are 10y is equals to 650 into 2 is nothing but 1300. So this is your first equation. Then second, if you see, then she realized by if she orders this online. So what is the case? Let us see. So she is placing the next order online, and so the next month she placed order online for 2 kg of tea. So 1 kg of tea cost X rupees. So 2 kg will cost 2x rupees, right? So 2x and 7 kg of sugar. 1 kg of sugar is Y, so 7 kg will be 7y, right? 7 into 1. 7y is equals to how much she is paying total? 880. So basically we have just equated sugar ka cost plus tea ka cost total. She is paying 880. That's what we have written. This is your second equation. Now further solving wala part, definitely you can do it on your own. Yeah, you can solve it by equating the coefficient. Fine. Anybody's any sort of doubt in this sum, feel free to ask. No doubts? Quite clear. Okay. Everybody is typing quite clear. Fine. So that means we can move ahead. Let's move ahead and let's take another question, students. Just a second. Huh? Okay. So next question for the day. Some of the present ages of Manish and Savita is 31. Manish age 3 years ago and 3 years ago was 4 times the age of Savita. Find their present age. Very easy question again, students. Can be asked in your exam for 3 marks. This question is also available on RoboMate. As I mentioned at the start, also RoboMate subscription is available free of cost for non-MP students. So you can just visit our social media site and you can just inquire about this 8th, 9th, 10th standard maths and science RoboMate. You can subscribe it for free of cost. All right, let's move ahead. So what they are asking, find their present age. Now who are there? There कौन है यहाँ पे? There means Manish and Savita and their present age. Again, very easy. Linear equations in 2 variables. They are asking us about 2 quantities. So we have to just assume those 2 quantities. So let the present age of Manish be X years and present age of Savita be Y years. Now let us convert English statement into mathematical statement to get the first equation. This is your first English statement. Fine. Sum of. Sum means but. Sum means, students, it is plus. So we can write plus. Present age of Manish and Savita. Present age of Manish and Savita, we have already assumed Manish ka present age is X and Savita ka present age is Y. So we can write X plus Y. Is means is equals to. Kitna diya? 31. So we'll write is equals to 31. First equation is done. Second condition, let us check. Manish age 3 years ago was 4 times the age of Savita. Now so let us say students, Manish age today is 20 years. So what should be his age 3 years ago? Should we add or subtract? 3 years ago, 20 minus 3, that is 17, right? Let's say Savita is 30 years, 30. So what should be her age 3 years ago? 30 minus 3, right? Similarly, in this case, Manish age today is X, so his age 3 years ago has to be X minus 3. Manish age 3 years ago has to be X minus 3. And Savita's age 3 years ago. Savita today is Y years. 3 years ago she is going to be Y minus 3 years. Yes or no, students? Fine. Now let us convert this English statement into mathematical statement. Now Manish age 3 years ago, already I have that mathematical statement. 3 years ago it is x minus 3. Was means is equals to 4 times. 4 times means 4 into something. What is that something? The age of Savita. Savita was y minus 3. Let's write that. Let's simplify this equation. Let's keep left hand side as it is. Just open the bracket. Right hand side mein let's multiply. 4 into y is 4y. 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. Do the shifting part. X and y on left side, numbers on right side. So we'll keep x as it is. 4y on left hand side it goes, it becomes minus 4y. Minus 12 as it is on right hand side. Minus 3 from left to right becomes plus 3. So x minus 4y is equals to minus 9. So this is your second equation, students. Rest of the solving part is quite easy. Yeah. If you have decided to eliminate y, then you have to multiply equation number 1 with 4 and then you can add the two equations. If you have decided to eliminate x, you can directly subtract the two equations and get the answer of x and y. Quite simple. Yeah. Anybody has any sort of doubt, feel free to ask. Anybody has any sort of doubt how to form the two equations? How did we get the two equations? This sum was quite easy, students. No doubts? All right, let's move ahead then. Okay, so when you solve this question, students, I have just solved this question for, you can just cross check. You can do it at your home also. So the present age, you will get 23 and 8. Fine. So that's it from our side, students. Thank you very much for coming to the day 2. So for tomorrow, we'll be starting with quadratic equation. See you there. Do not forget to do your pre-work. Quadratic का pre-work करके आना, so that और मजा आएगा lecture में. All right. चलो, bye everyone. Take care. Have a great day ahead. See you soon. That is tomorrow.